Yep, here we are. Hey, look, we're playing a game that's not Splatoon. For the first time in a while. Yeah, we're gonna check out something that's not Splatoon. Look at him! Isn't he so cute? Oh, look at the little puppy shark. Oh. I hope one of the alt skins is the Venom version that turns him into like an orca, because orcas are cool. And everything the orcas are doing in the Mediterranean, so fucking cool. So, as we get into this, you know, we're gonna play this in the background, you know. Our standard show tonight, we got a few bits of news. I will be 1000% honest. This is my first ever game. I know not what I'm doing. I used to play Mercy in Overwatch. God, what was that, 2016? So that was well over a decade ago now. Or almost a decade ago, I mean. Not over a decade, almost a decade. So I've heard Jeff the Landshark is the most like Mercy. So yeah, let's go with Jeff the Landshark. I've tried out a few of the other support characters. I tried out Cloak and Dagger. I tried out Luna Frost. I tried out somebody else. I don't know. I'm usually a support guy. Right? I usually play support. I eventually check out some of the DPS characters and whatnot. Maybe another day, but today we're just rolling support. We're gonna play Jeff the Landshark. We'll probably play Cloak and Dagger. We'll maybe check out... I don't know, I'm kind of worried about Luna Snow because of, I've heard Luna Snow is like Anna from Overwatch, and I was awful at Anna. Like, I could not do the sniper at all. So that part kind of has me worried. But other than that, you know, I'm just excited, man. I didn't love Overwatch. I actually never bought Overwatch. I only ever played it on, like, free weekends. But I had a good time with it. So I'm hopefully, you know, gonna have a good time here. That's the goal anyways. Of course, we'll see how it actually plays out. But I'm hopeful. So yeah, look at our little shark boy. Oh, Jeff. I don't know, you guys, I've been doing this. I'm a huge Marvel fan. Not, you know, I mean, you know, it's funny because I don't consider myself a big shooter fan. Like, really, it's just Splatoon. But I've put so much time into Splatoon that it, like, totally counts. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I'm not a big shooter fan, but you've put over 300 hours into this one shooter. Yeah, but that one's different. And yeah, that's generally how it feels. Like, it's different. But I expect to do awful tonight. Like, if we're just dying, if we don't get, like, a single kill, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, we'll have some fun. So we're doing this. Of course, let's play a few rounds and I'll give my thoughts in a little bit. Our only actual news stories tonight are all about Switch 2. You know, guess what? Is the sky blue? Then there's Switch 2 rumors and leaks and other bullshit. So yeah, we'll be talking about Switch 2 rumors and leaks, and you know, there's a game that's rumored, so we'll talk about that. That's kind of our one big story tonight. And then at the end of the show, we're gonna watch the Marble League. We're 3 events in. I've only seen the first 2, so we're gonna watch the first 2, and then we're gonna watch event 3, which I have not seen. So I do actually expect the show to go for like 2 hours tonight, but we'll only do like maybe like an hour of this, maybe like half an hour. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. Does that heal? I don't know if that heals. His ultimate. Hey, I got a kill. That's gonna be my only kill. I don't know. I know from early, like, previews of this game and whatnot, I know for Jeff, you're supposed to, like, stay back, support your team. Like, that's your primary goal. Stay back, support your team. So that's kind of the plan at the moment. Stay back, support the team. Get some shots in every once in a while, but stay back, support the team. So yeah, because yeah, in Overwatch, I played Mercy. But I also played Diva. I think that was like the shooter I played. And it was okay. But I know Hulk is like the diva of this game, but I'll be honest, I have no interest in playing Hulk. Now, the character I'm interested in, like, there's a lot of melee characters. And I'm not the most accurate shooter, so I'm kind of interested in some of the melee characters. You know, Magic, Captain America, Shang-Chi. You know, that are more melee focused. I might check out some of them. I'm sure there's others. They haven't even pushed the objective. Wow. Okay, they're getting a little bit. But it's not much. Oh, he's so cute. I have no idea how loud it is. In my ears, it's very loud. But I have no idea how loud it is on stream. I'm gonna guess it's okay. Yeah, I'm so out of practice with hero shooters. Like, the last hero shooter I played, like I said, was Overwatch. Because I didn't play any of the others. I don't think Valorant even counts. And not that I ever played it. I know there have been other hero shooters. I don't think I've touched one of them. Oh, there's another Jeff. Come on, we're so close. Oh, but there we go. Oh, wait, that's not it? I thought that was it. Because it's right there. I mean, maybe we have to, like, balance it up. Okay, there we go. I was like, that was so close. I'll take our first win. I mean, yeah, starting the night off on a win. That's hopefully good luck. Oh. We'll see. Oh, look at him. I've actually never read the Landshark comics. They seem very cute. I very much like their art style. But I've never actually read them. I've read Gwenpool, and I want to say Jeff either shows up in those, or there's like some sort of adjacency to them. But it's been a while, so what do I know? He's cute. He's a cute little bean.
I'm not judging.
Yeah, look at him. He's a cute little bean. Alright, so let's actually get into things. So, our first story tonight is about the Switch 2. Guess what? The sun is shining. That means there's another Switch 2 rumor. Because I'm sure we would have gotten these rumors regardless. But I am still 100% convinced that behind the scenes, the Switch 2 was either supposed to be announced by now, or it was supposed to have released by now. And because of that, the Switch 2 has just been, like, behind the scenes, it's been done, and it's just been, like, sitting there. Like, you know how there's all these rumors about, like, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD on Switch? That they've just been done forever now. That, like, supposedly for years, Nintendo has had a completed version of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on Switch that just never got released for some reason. So, like, that's the thought that, like, oh, well, you know, maybe the Switch 2 has been done, but because of the holiday season, because of, honestly, any number of things, Nintendo has just delayed it. So we've got nothing. Again, technically, externally, nothing has ever been delayed. Not a single Switch 2 thing has ever been delayed, including whether or not the thing is actually called the Switch 2. But internally, that kind of seems to be the opposite of the truth. Internally, it seems like the Switch 2 was probably delayed. Maybe, potentially, theoretically. I don't know, it seems kind of complicated. So, the first big rumor that came out this week was early in the week, we got pictures of the Joy-Cons. We know the Switch 2 is going to have new Joy-Cons. We know they are going to be magnetic. And yeah, sure enough, we got some new pictures of them. Basically, the pictures that we already had of the Switch... There was that whole 3D render of the Switch 2 from a while ago that also had, like, Joy-Con... It had, like, a Joy-Con shell, or... There was something that came along with that, right? There were, like, the 3D renders, but there was other stuff. These leaked Joy-Cons, these allegedly leaked Joy-Cons, look exactly like that. They're exactly like what you'd expect. They've got the button on the back that is like a release. So, right, you can see where like they're like magnetically locked, but you hit the button on the back and it releases it. The inside track, you know how like on the Switch Joy-Cons there's like a track on the inside? The inside track seems to be, you know, it's a little bigger, it's a little thicker. The ZL... Are they called ZL and ZR? I think they're called ZL and ZR. The internal buttons on the inside of the Joy-Con, they seem a little bigger on this one. It seems to have bigger buttons. But yeah, other than that, it looks exactly like what I thought it would look like. And yeah, I think it looks fine. You know, they're just Joy-Cons, they're a little better. You know, hopefully they fix the big issue with the Joy-Cons are stick drift. Stick drift sucks on Joy-Cons, so as long as they fix that, we should have a lot less of an issue. Did they actually fix that? We'll just have to, you know, wait and see. Ooh. But I hope they did. I really do hope they fixed stick drift and whatnot. But other than that, they look exactly what you'd expect. I noticed some people's dismay, they did not add a D-pad to the left joystick, or to the left Joy-Con. Yeah, we got our butts kicked there. Oh! It's a best 2 out of 3? Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, it looks like, right, the left Joy-Con still uses 4 buttons instead of a D-pad. I know some people are going to be disappointed by that because they want a controller with an actual D-pad. And I guess I kind of get it.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Honestly, I don't really mind. I think what the Switch does is fine. I think what this new thing is going to do is also fine. So I'll be honest, I'm not really worried. But yeah, they're Joy-Cons. Oh, woo, big surprise. They look exactly like what I expected. There's either, on the left Joy-Con, there's a little button that on the Switch right, because on the Switch Joy-Cons, on the right controller. Is it on the right? I can't look at the Switch right now. On one of the controllers, there's a screenshot button, and I want to say there's a home button on the other. I can't remember if the screenshot and the home buttons are on the same controllers or if they're on separate controllers. Either way, there looks like there's either 2 screenshot buttons, or, my guess, the screenshot button is, there might be, I think there's a microphone built into it. I think it's been pretty heavily implied that the Switch 2 controller will have a built-in microphone. Admittedly, I think that's mainly talking about a Pro controller from what I remember. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the natural controller. But yeah, it kind of seems like the Switch 2... I wouldn't be surprised if one button was a screenshot button and the other button was a microphone muting button. Kind of like the big button on the PlayStation. I could see them doing something like that. Again, assuming the Joy-Cons do have microphones. I cannot tell from these screenshots if the IR sensor... If you in the Switch's right Joy-Con? In one of the Switch Joy-Cons, there's an IR sensor that, you know, is used for like 1 or 2 things. Like, honestly, almost no... The only games that I can think of that have used it is 1-2 Switch, Labo, and Trombone Champ. Those are the only 3 games in the entire Switch's library that I can think of that use the IR sensor. I know there's like a night vision thing that like nobody cares about, that's like a stupid eShop thing. You know, eShop garbage. But yeah, honestly, looking at these screenshots, it kind of looks like both controllers have an IR sensor. Honestly, I think the IR sensor is an entirely useless piece of tech. Again, only like 3 games use it. I understand why it would be there for backwards compatibility, but I don't think the controller needs the IR sensor. I don't think both controllers need the IR sensor. I think the IR sensor in the Joy-Cons is an entirely pointless thing. But it looks like they're bringing it back anyways, so... Yeah, that sadly does not surprise me. But yeah, other than that, it's exactly what I'd expect. You know, it's Joy-Cons again. Okay. So that was our first rumor. That was the first... That came out on the 2nd. Then, the next day, on the 3rd, we got leaks from Chinese retailers that has a Switch 2 case. So it's, you know, it's one of the cases that you'd play the Switch 2 with. And it's got, like, indents for the stick, right? It's got indents for the sticks, indents for the buttons. It is 5 centimeters thick, 15 centimeters tall, and 29 centimeters long. It's a little thick, right? Like, it's a little... It makes it seem like the Switch 2 might be a little thicker. Not like Steam Deck levels of thick, but it definitely looks like it's going to be at least a little thicker, the Switch 2. Because I think it's super underrated how slim the Switch is. Like, I actually really like that compared to, like, the Steam Deck. The Switch 2 is actually very thin. I actually think that's a really underrated thing about it. Compared to, like, the Steam Deck or those Nitro decks or any other thing like that. There's another... So, the other thing about that case, real quick, though, it says Nintendo Switch 2 on the case. It has a logo. I've seen people speculate, does that mean that the system is called the Nintendo Switch 2? And I'm kind of up in the air. On one hand, yes, I could see this being the argument that, yes, the system is officially going to be called the Nintendo Switch 2. But I could also see the argument that this is just a placeholder name. That these are Chinese retailers that just are like, oh, well, you know, it's probably going to be called the Switch 2. Let's just put Switch 2 on the case. I could totally see that argument. So yeah, do I actually think this thing is going to be called the Nintendo Switch 2? I think it is very likely. We lost. Yeah, look at that. We lost. So yeah, it is theoretically possible that this is the Switch 2. But if that's just a placeholder name, that might just be a placeholder name. I wouldn't be surprised. We got another case, which is, you know, same thing. This one's 45 millimeters. The other case was 55 centimeters. This looks like a case. I have a case for my Switch. This looks just like that case. Honestly, it's got little indents in the back for the triggers. But other than that, this basically looks like the case I currently have for my Switch. So that's not too surprising at all. And then the third thing we got is a screen protector. And I'm pretty sure this is the old screen protector compared to... So it looks like it's two screen protectors. The one that we currently have for the Switch, and the one for the Switch OLED. Or for the new Switch, I mean. And like you can see the differences, like the originals, the OG Switch has like a light sensor, so you can see a little divot for the light sensor. Let's try out Cloak and Dagger. Whereas the new Switch, the screen is much bigger. Like, it's got a good centimeter on top, maybe a centimeter and a half to the sides. It's more like the Switch OLED than it is the default Switch. Definitely a bigger screen. It's not an OLED screen. According to the rumors, it is not an OLED screen. But, yeah, it's a little bigger, but it doesn't have that little light sensor. Again, this is another thing that doesn't surprise me. Not one bit, actually. Yeah, all these accessories appeared on Alibaba, and, you know, it just means we're close. It means we're close to Switch 2. It's only a matter of time. Let's just see when. It's going to be January. It'd be crazy if they don't reveal it in January. There was a rumor last week that, right, the Switch will be revealed in January, released in May. I don't believe the May release date at all. There was another rumor, I think today, that said it's going to probably release in, like, May or June. That is much more likely. Let me see if I can find that one. Okay, according to Nate the Hate, heard that Nintendo is preparing a Switch 2 event for May. So instead of having, like, a big June Nintendo Direct, they're going to have a Switch 2 Direct in May. And then the actual console will be released the next month. And it'll be revealed before March. Again, my guess is, with all this stuff already leaking, it'd be weird not to release it to reveal it in June. Like, that just kind of feels like, or January, I mean. Why not reveal it in January? I mean, stuff's already leaking. I'm sure there's a part that's like, hey, if it wasn't for the holiday season, they would just reveal it right now. But they can't. They gotta wait another month, so they're gonna wait another month. But after that, you know, we'll see. So, with Cloak and Dagger here, I think I get Dagger. I don't really get Cloak. Because Dagger's got, like, the healing knives. I kind of get that. I'm still trying to figure out Cloak, though. Like, they've got, like... I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be, like, light and poison. Like, one does healing light. The other does, like, poison from, like, the Dark Dimension or whatever. I think that's what the character is supposed to be. Like, that attack, I don't understand at all. Like, I seriously don't get that one. Like, what that does. This one, you know, it's death by 1,000 cuts. And then we can do a poison wall. Whereas with Dagger here, we've got, you know, our healing daggers that also do a little bit of damage. We've got our healing wall with dagger, and then we've got like a heal bubble, which I haven't used yet, but yeah, trust me, it's also there. So yeah, that's all the Switch. So that's the big Switch 2 rumor about the console. I can on January reveal, big showcase in May, and then a console release either in May or in June. I mean, normally I would say E3 would kind of stop a console release, because normally E3 does stop a console release. But just as a reminder, E3 is dead. E3 does. I know Summer Games Fest is a thing, but E3 is dead. So Nintendo can do whatever they want. I know usually them releasing a console during June would be, you know, they would never do that. But guess what? We're not here anymore. It is surprisingly quiet. Does this game have music? I'm only kind of just noticing, like, there's no music. This is going to be a good podcast game. So yeah, that's our Switch 2 story. You know, bunch of leaks. I'm pretty sure even more stuff leaked. Like, literally just like an hour ago. Let me see if I can find it. Wario 64. Just like so the Zen Grip 2, which is labeled as made for next generation consoles. Of course, they don't actually say what it is, but we all know it's the Switch 2. Is available for pre-order. So yeah, you can already get a grip for your Switch 2, even though the Switch 2 has not been revealed yet. Again, I think internally, this console was supposed to be revealed back in like October, maybe even earlier, and it just didn't happen for the holiday season. Let's be real here, it's the holiday season. And so now we're kind of seeing the repercussions of that, with a lot of these like products and leaks, and honestly, the more leaks we get, the more like people are going to be like, yeah, well, let's just keep doing stuff. So, yeah. So that's our first story about the Switch 2. Our second story actually relates to a game. So, also from Nate the Hate earlier today. According to Nate the Hate, Planet Robobot is coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2025. Presumably, this will be an HD remaster. So, I have actually talked about this game in the past. I will stand by. Yeah, we got our butt kicked. I will stand by. Kirby Planet Robobot is the best Kirby game. It is fun, it is creative, it is well designed. The gimmick of the Robobot is actually really good. Like, it's a really good, really fun gimmick that doesn't feel distracting. Oh, hey, look, I got SVP. I have no idea what that means. Like, that's MVP for the losing team, I guess. I'll take it. So, yeah, I have no idea. Or, what was I going to say? So, with Kirby Planet Robobot, I stand by it is the best Nintendo Switch, or the best Kirby game. I like it better than Star Allies, I like it better than Return to Dreamland, I like it better than Triple Deluxe, and I just barely like it better than, the future one. Forgotten Lands? Not Future, Forgotten Lands. Forgotten Lands is also a very good Kirby game. I'd probably say it's the second best one. And there's a part of me that's like, yes, while I am excited to have Kirby Planet Robobot remastered, because it's a great game and I think everyone should play it because it's the best 2D Kirby game, I kind of would have loved a sequel for Forgotten Lands that used the Robobot mechanic. Because what's great about the Robobot mechanic is that it builds. Like, in most Kirby games, like Return to Dreamland, Triple Deluxe, Star Allies, the mechanics, like, yeah, they work, but there's something that separates them from the gameplay, or that, like, distracts you from, like, what you've... okay, technically this doesn't really apply to Star Allies, but I'm more talking about Triple Deluxe and Return to Dreamland. The super abilities and the super suck, whatever it was called in Triple Deluxe, like they're different, right? They basically turn the levels into puzzle levels, which is okay, but it's different. Whereas Planet Robobot, the Robobot suit, is additive. It takes what's already in the game and it builds upon it. And it's very good, and it's very clever. And the Planet Robobot suit is very fun, right? It's really fun to play as. If you have never played Planet Robobot, I would highly... if this Switch remaster is real, it is an easy it is one of the easiest recommendations. It is so much fun. It is so good. There is part of me that really hopes we get both Planet Robobot in Triple Deluxe, because Nintendo's going to charge $60 for this, and I would love to have both games in a package, because they're both... Triple Deluxe is fine. It's not the best Kirby game, but it's also not the worst. Not that there is a bad Kirby game. There is no such thing as a bad Kirby game. It's just, Triple Deluxe is just weaker. Still pretty decent, though. We got a 5-player kill streak. So yeah, I would recommend Planet Robobot. There's a part of me that really hopes this is real, because I'm actually kind of excited for this, because that sounds like a lot of fun. A new Planet Robobot sounds like a lot of fun. But is this going to be real? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It has been a while since we've gotten a new Kirby game. It'll be what? It's been almost 2 years as of January, maybe February. So I think we usually do get a Kirby game every other year. I mean, Star Allies, Forgotten Lands. There's usually some spin-off games as well in there. Return to Dreamland Deluxe. So it's been a while since we've gotten a new Kirby game. I'd love to get a new one. And if they remake Planet Robobot, that's really cool. But I do hope we get Triple Deluxe as well, because I feel like both games would work together really well. They look great on Switch. Another thing Planet Robobot really has going for it is it's very stylized. It's because it's all about, mechanical taking over nature. And to that end, it is very creative. It's very creative on that front. It's got some great power-ups. It's got Poison. It's got Doctor. I think it brought back Mirror, which is a fan favorite. It's very good. So I kind of hope this is real, but I do hope they bring back the Robobot suit. I hope they bring it back for a 3D game, as I would love to see what you can do with that in 3D. Because it's very cool. It's very fun. Yeah, I really do. And I totally believe this rumor. Is it going to come out on Switch too? I don't think so. I think it's going to be either a simultaneous release, or it's going to come out in April. Because if the Switch 2 comes out in May or June, they need an April game. They also need a February game, but it can be something small. Like, their December game is fitness boxing. Like, who cares about fitness boxing? But you know what? That's fine. I could see their April game being Planet Robobot, and having it also come out on Switch 2, I think would also be very good. So yeah, I'm excited for that in theory. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great. Good Kirby game. I feel like we're talking in circles. Ugh. So when it comes to WIBE, there's a lot of stuff I want to play, or I want to watch and I want to play, but I've done almost none of it. It has been such a fucking hectic week. Literally, I'm not going to say everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but a lot of things went wrong. We're on a 10-player KO streak. Holy shit. I actually really like this character. I'm actually having a great time with Dagger here. Well, we'll talk about it here in a minute. Let's talk about some other stuff first. So I wanted to watch the Creature Commando show, the first show of the new DC universe. I was actually really excited for, but I just didn't get around to it. I was going to get around to it today, but when I got home from work, I was so fucking tired. I just took a nap. I legitimately just got home and I took a nap. Like, I didn't even eat dinner tonight. I woke up from the nap, had an old leftover slice of pizza, and then sat down here and did this.
Mind the exploding plasma.
So yeah, it's been a day. So we did that. So, okay, so I haven't watched Creature Commandos. I also have not watched Gentry Trial versus the Underworld. I think it's called Gentry Trial versus the Underworld. It's a new Netflix show. Very stylized. Very interesting. Everything I've seen about it looks really good. I just have not watched it yet. I am going to watch it this weekend. So expect us to talk about that next week. But if you're one of those people who complains about, like, oh, well, nothing's original anymore. Oh, all these studios are killing animation. Go watch Gentry Trial. It looks great. I've heard good things about it. And it's an original animation. It's done by Netflix. And if we don't support it, well, guess what? I mean, Moana 2 just made, what, like $380 million in its opening week? I mean, I think it was Shea Frillis who was talking about, like, if this movie does well, there's a decent chance that within the next 10 years, Disney will close its main animation studio in California. And yeah, no, he's completely right. The way modern animation is treated, that is totally possible. And that would suck. I would hate that. So you gotta support stuff like Gentry Trial, which is, trying to do new and different things. So yeah, I will watch that this weekend. I will. I just did not get around to it today. So we'll talk about that next week. I'm sure we will. Well, probably right after streaming here. I'll at least watch an episode or two. So I did not watch that. There were no movies this week. At least, I know Craven comes out sometime soon. I just don't know if it was this week. I don't know. I looked at my local theater and they weren't showing it. But I thought it was this week. I thought Craven was this week. I don't know. I couldn't actually find anything on it. And I admittedly didn't Google it. I just looked at local theater listings. But I didn't see anything from Craven. So maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. The next movie I'm excited for is Sonic the Hedgehog. I am so excited for Sonic the Hedgehog. Everything we've seen about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 looks fantastic. I am so excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But, that's still like 2 weeks away. I think that's on the 20th. So that's still, over 2 weeks away. We'll get to it.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
It is so loud every time I hear it. Again, I have no idea if this audio sounds good or not. It's loud in my headphones, but it may not be loud on stream. Oh, what? I thought I was out. I thought I was barely out of range of that. Because I heard the saying. Nope, I just barely got hit by it. So what have I been doing, right? If I didn't watch any TV, didn't watch any movies, have not played Mario and Luigi Brothership. Again, that's the thing about RPGs. I put like 20 hours into that game. And that game's long. It's like 50 hours long. I put 20 hours and I was like, you know what? I've had a good time. I'll get around to it eventually. And then I haven't got around to it. Eventually has not come. So what have I been playing? Well, last week we talked about the mobile game Luck Be a Landlord. I played it. I was having a great time. I'd had one successful run. I went to try to do my second run, and let's just say the second run wasn't exactly going. I was struggling with the second run. I had spent basically an entire... Oh my god. He literally just grabbed all of us and took us... Oh my god. That fucking... We were about to win that until that land shark just took us. Holy shit. We were so close there. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so on the second floor, all my runs had been a failure. They were not going well. And then... Hey, I got this VP again. So my runs were not going well, and then I got a run where it was cultists. I had like 6 cultists in my deck, and it was just going fantastic. I was keeping a small deck. It was mostly focused on cultists and geodes. I was trying to build up geodes to, right, I had miners, I had dwarves, so I was cracking open geodes. I was using my, black holes, whatever they're called, to get rid of pearls, because I didn't need any pearls. They only give 1. And then I was keeping, like, the rare gems, you know, the rubies, the emeralds, the sapphires. So I was doing that, and that run went fantastic. Let me see. Come on. I got a second before the game loads. Let me look up my screenshot. I had... Oh, the golden arrow. I think the arrows in Luck are super OP. Because basically what they spin and whatever they point at, I think the bronze arrow doubles it, and the golden arrow, like, triples it. So it's something crazy like that. I think the arrows are super OP. But yeah, it was cultists, arrows, I had a geologist, I had the woman who drinks martinis, 2 diamonds, some dice, and yeah, I was just going through gemstones, I was going through mines, 22 geodes I cracked open. And yeah, it went fantastic. It was a great run. So finally, after like almost a week of struggling on floor 2, I finally had one successful run. I got to floor 3, and almost immediate, I think my second run on floor 3 was successful. That run was based around, let me pull it up here. What was that run based around? Again, geodes. Geodes seem to be the OP. I had 3 cultists. I cracked 24 geodes. Cracked a bunch of safes. I had the lockpick. I did a lot of those. I had the mining pickaxe as an item. I had 2 of them, actually. That was good. I had the geologist plus 23. Holy shit. That's a lot. Just eating pearls and shiny stones. How many? Yeah, 8 shiny stones, 8 pearls. Holy crap. So that was a great run. That was a super good run. Not like this game we're currently playing where we're getting our butt kicked. This is not going well at all. But yeah, so floor 3, instant success. Literally my second try on floor 3 was successful. And then floor 4, where you get things cost more and you get 1 less capsule, like black capsule. I have not had any good luck with that. I've done like 4 or 5 runs and I just haven't had anything successful so far. So that's where I currently am at. I do realize the power of lucky capsules. There's a lucky capsule where when you take it, your next item will have get a rare item. That's so useful. Lucky capsules are what it's all about. Did I call Ironfish Shang-Chi earlier? I might have. Yeah, I might have done that. I'm tired. But yeah, so Luck Be a Landlord is still fantastic. It's a great mobile game. It is such a good mobile game. I don't have it on Steam, but like I'm sure the Steam version's good and all. And yeah, but having it on, I wish it was on Switch. You know me, I'm a big Switch gamer, but having it on mobile is really nice. I should get Balatro on mobile. Like, having now played a bunch of Luck Be a Landlord on mobile, I know Balatro's similar. And so I feel like I would also probably really enjoy Balatro on mobile. Because I have it on Switch. And I haven't played that much of it on Switch. I really need to. I don't know, we'll get to it. Oh, they were behind us. I was just like, wait, what's killing me? Yeah, I couldn't even see them there. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. And then, of course, Marvel Rivals, which came out today. So, you know, we're playing it. Thoughts so far? I'm actually really enjoying Cloak and Dagger here. I still kind of need to figure out Cloak. My guess right now. So Dagger is long range, right? They're all about long range, you know, healing our allies up in the sky, shooting enemies out of the sky. You know, they have their healing wave, their healing bubble. That's what they're about. Meanwhile, Cloak is close range. They're all about being close range, death by 1,000 cuts, doing a lot of chip damage. They've got that poison wave, which, you know, presumably, you know, gives poison or something like that. I don't know, I'm assuming it's the opposite of a healing wave. And then they've got that float ability, which I don't entirely, like, you can float with it, and maybe that's like an escape button, like to try to like float away. I know, I've seen Wanda right there use a similar ability that I think does something. The ultimate here is pretty, it like leaves behind, you know, it heals your allies, hurts your enemies. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Cloak is supposed to be close range, right? Death by 1,000 cuts. And Dagger is long range healing. I actually really like this character. I'm liking this character more than I am Jeff the Landshark, which I was expecting to really like. Because again, I mained Mercy back in Overwatch, but I'm having a lot of fun with this one. So yeah, this game is, you know, when I heard NetEase was making this game, I'll be honest, I expected nothing, because it's fucking NetEase, man. Like, any shitty mobile game thing you can think of, I could see NetEase doing, / they maybe already have done. So I was expecting nothing, but the fact that you can, one of the things that I think sets this game apart, what the heck got me there? Oh my god, they got me from like behind. What the heck? Is that just an explosion? Does it just kill everyone in a radius? Oh my god. So right from NetEase, like one of the problems that a lot of these games have that I hate is that they're very reliant, like, oh, well, hey, we're not just going to give you all the characters, you know, we'll have like a character of a week, right? Like Overwatch does that. Multiverses does that. I'm sure Overwatch 2 does that. That people don't want to play games if you're not going to give them all the characters. Like, yeah, I think people undersell cosmetic microtransactions. I think cosmetic microtransactions are worse than people give them credit for. Like, they're actually pretty bad. But at least, like, I get it. But having to pay for characters really fucking sucks. And I feel like that's part of the reason games like Multiverses die so quickly, is because people don't want to pay for characters. Especially in a hero shooter or a character fighter, where the entire point is that you have all these different characters. I see why companies would try to monetize that, because, you know, people want to play different characters, so it'd be something easy to sell to, but it just makes the game worse, and it makes it forgettable. Like, this is not... like, okay, so since this game's released, I want to say, like, its top concurrent players is over 300,000, I mean. Right? Like, in its first week, Concord's highest players was 600. Which is, Concord was also a hero shooter. Right? This game, meanwhile, in 24 hours, over 300,000. That's crazy. That is crazy in hindsight. Because it just shows that Concord, on the other hand... Oh shit, does the poison thing blind you for a second? Oh shit, the poison thing might blind you for a second. So, I completely lost track of things. I think Concord failed because why would you pay money for something somebody else is giving you for free? Right? Why would you pay money for Concord when Overwatch 2 is free? Fortnite is free. Same thing with this, right? If Concord was still alive, why would people pay money for Concord when this game is free? That's why I think Marvel Rivals can kill Overwatch. Like, I know right, in the same way that Fortnite killed PUBG, I legitimately do think with all the bad moves Overwatch 2 has made, I think with all the bad moves Overwatch 2 has made, I think Marvel Rivals has a chance to come in and kill this game, and kill it, right, the same way Fortnite killed PUBG. I know PUBG is still around, but nobody plays PUBG anymore. I mean, I hear it's been, like, steadily gaining support, but nobody plays PUBG anymore. Everyone plays Fortnite. And yeah, I could kind of see the same thing here, right? People aren't just going to give up on Overwatch 2, even though they totally should, because the developers fucking suck. But people are just going to play this game. I mean, I've had no issues, no connection errors, you know, which is more than I can say for Overwatch, especially from things I've heard. Not that I've played Overwatch 2. Yeah, so far, I am having a really good time. Let's do one more game. Let's play Jeff the Land Shark. Yeah, I think Cloak and Dagger have been great. Jeff's okay, you know, he works. But I'm big on this Cloak and Dagger. I don't know, there's just something about it that clicks. And I'm having fun. I think I'm getting the character. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try out Luna Snow. Because, again, even though I don't like Anna, I might. I don't know. I think one of the things I do like, and this might just be because I'm playing on PS5, if that wasn't obvious. One of the things I know about this PS is that there's some auto-aim built into PS5, right? Because, you know, putting a PC player against a console player, the PC player will always win. And so there's a part of me that's like, is auto-aim just naturally there? Or are daggers, projectiles, have a bit of, like, auto-aim to them? Because sometimes it feels like they kind of curve. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of felt like it, and I like that. Like, I know, like, Mercy's healing, Jeff's water healing here, that's just part of the ability. Like, that's how it worked in Overwatch. That's how it works here. So, it might be like that, because I'm an awful, like, you know, for all the Splatoon I've played, I am a terrible shot. Part of the reason I'm big on the bucket is because I don't need to be accurate for the bucket. I just kind of need to get in a general range, and that's good enough. Right, for healing here, I just kind of got to get good enough, and it'll help them. Whereas, like, more, you know, characters that actually... That's why I'm kind of interested in shooter characters, or in melee characters like Magic over here, because I don't need to be accurate. Whereas, like, someone like... Okay, Punisher kind of seems very broad, especially because he's got a shotgun. But, like, characters like Punisher, like the Winter Soldier, you need a bit of accuracy, and I just don't have that. I did check to see if there were motion controls. Right, like Hawkeye. I could never use Hawkeye, because I don't have that kind of accuracy. I could never play Hanzo. Hanzo? I could never play the Archer in Overwatch, because I don't have that kind of accuracy. So yeah. I will say the one thing that is tripping me up about Cloak and Dagger, for some reason I want to press the stick to switch between characters. Whenever, if you notice in the previous few matches, I kept like doing like the air kick, the melee attack, because for some reason I wanted to press the stick to change characters. I don't know why. There must be some other game where you change characters by pressing in on the stick. Because, like, the only other game I can think of that has a character like Cloak and Dagger is Pyra and Mithra in Smash Bros. And you don't press in on the stick to change Pyra and Mithra. That's your down special. So, yeah. And, yeah, I like Cloak. They're also, the other thing I like about Cloak and Dagger is they're kind of unique. I can't think of another fighting game that has a character like Cloak, right, where it's two characters, and you switch between the two, and, right, one's damage, one's healing. I can't think of another game that has a character like that. That's pretty unique. I like that. It definitely is a more skill-based character, you know, kind of like Pyra and Mithra. But, you know, if you can figure it out, it's great. Okay, this was a mistake. But yeah, I think it's cute. You know, I'm only... Now, there's no music. That just kind of feels weird. Oh, look at that kill. That was a great kill. Right before they could use their ultimate. Are those turrets? Like the little squid guy? Yeah, they're basically turrets. Yeah, no, it's a good game. It is. I'm enjoying it so far. I have not, like, the game has not been like buy the battle pass, because that's the big thing, is there's a cosmetic store and a battle pass. And like, unlike something like Fall Guys that didn't have that at launch and then added it later, and it's like, I already spent time without it, why would I want it now? I don't have that expectation for this game. Do I expect to still be playing this game in a month? Probably not. I'll be honest, Splatoon has still really been doing it for me. I'm still having fun. I don't expect to abandon this. I don't expect to abandon that. But so far, I've actually been having a good time. The past hour has been really nice. It's a fun game, what can I say? I'm a little shark. Bloop, bloop. And we're doing great right now. I was trying to get out of the way there. Yeah. Yeah, I can see how this can become the next big thing. I don't know, it's still NetEase, and I'm still kind of iffy on that. But I'm having fun. Again, there was something, even though I will stand by the fact that Overwatch potentially ruined the gaming industry because it normalized loot boxes. I will stand by that take. Right, like, the loot box problem was not caused by other things. It was caused by Overwatch. But yeah, I had a great time. So I'll take that win. And, oh. Yeah, they were actually doing pretty good. So with that, we almost get to level 5. Let me switch over. So, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to pull up the Marble League. Where is it? Give me a second. Bada bing, bada boop. So, okay. Let's go back here. Let's switch this over. What's that? Oops, did not mean to hit that. So, in past years, we have watched the Marble League. You know, we've watched bits and pieces. You know, we did a lot of the Marble Survival 100. This year, I guess I'm becoming a reaction YouTuber, Twitch streamer. Same difference. We're gonna watch the whole thing. Admittedly, not all of it will be on stream. You know, I mean, we're going to watch every event on stream, but I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm not going to watch anything until the actual league starts in a few days. I'm not saving anything. I'm going to watch stuff the day it comes out, unless an episode comes out on the day we stream. In which case, I will save that for stream. Like today, bobsledding came out today. But other than that, we're going to watch every event. I'm going to become a commentary YouTuber, and we're just going to enjoy the Marble League. I'm sure in the YouTube there will be a link in the description below. Go check out the Marble League for yourself. Go show your support. And yeah. Hopefully this is loud enough. I don't know, we'll see. So this year, like all previous years, I am once again rooting for Team Galactic. We did make it into the league. It's one of the, it's funny because Team Galact 5th is the big thing, right? They're the 5th place team. And for some reason in my head, I'm like, okay, we're the 5th place team. That puts us, somewhere in the middle. Like, I think of us as like a low or a high middle team, right? Like if you divided the entire league into like the best of the best, the Rangers, the Savage Speeders, the Green Ducks sometimes. Then you have the middle teams, which are, Team Galactic. Other example. Third example. What are other middle... See, look, there we are. Cosmo, Astron. Let's look at these teams. Solar Flare is a bottom team. I'd say Team Momo's a middle team. Raspberry Racers are definitely a high team. Blackjacks haven't really had a chance to prove themselves. Chocolatiers I think of as a lower team. Hazers I would say are probably a middle to high team. Green Ducks have had a pretty good run over the years. I don't really have much thoughts on the Snowballs. Balls of Chaos aren't that great. Bumblebees have done great since their merger with the Hornets. Savage Speeders are the best team in the league. Crazy Cat's Eyes have been doing pretty good recently. So right, I kind of like, probably with like the Hazers, that's kind of where I put us, right? Like we're in the middle-ish. I saw a post the other day looking at every team's record. Team Galactic is like the 4th highest ranked team in the league. Yeah, which just, I don't know. I mean, again, Galact 5th. 5th place is still really high. Like, yeah, it's not top 3 like the Savage Speeders, like the Raspberry Racers and the O'Rangers. The O'Rangers didn't even fucking qualify this year. Which I guess just shows you where that is. Mellow Yellow, I would also say, is a middling team. No, I don't know. I guess I just kind of underestimate us. Does that mean I think of us as the underdogs? Maybe, not really. I don't know. I guess when I think of us as a middle team, I think like high middle, when in actuality, we're middle high. Like, we're a good team, we're just kind of in the middle there. Oh, yeah. I actually do want to kind of check out this Infinite Nikki. I don't know, I think it's also a mobile, like, it's like one of those, like, mobile games, like Endless Zone Zero.
The mountains, riding icy gusts and whirling snow is the undeniable joy.
Okay, hopefully you guys can hear that.
Of a new Marble League. No matter the temperature, there's
I'll turn it up a little bit.
in everyone's heart.
But yeah, no, Team Galactic's actually pretty good. But I've rooted for Team Galactic every year for years now. Except for the one time we didn't qualify, which was 21, in which case I rooted for the Raspberry Racers. Just because I wanted a different team. I was talking on Reddit, I talked about this on Reddit. The whole reason I picked Team Galactic, nothing to do with Pokemon. I'm not a big, even though I love Pokemon, Pokemon owns my soul. I actually didn't pick Team Galactic because of Pokemon. I picked it because of space. I like space. I think it's neat. I photographed stars in the past. That's the only reason I picked Team Galactic. Nothing to do with Pokemon. And then the Raspberry Racers, the one year we didn't qualify, the only reason I picked the Raspberry Racers is because of, I like Raspberry Jam. I think between the big 3 jams, grape, strawberry, and raspberry, I think raspberry is the best one. That's it. That's the only reason I picked the Raspberry Racers. No joke. I'm not making... No jokes, no japes there. That is 100% the only reason I picked the Raspberry Racers that one year. And I get... Yeah, the Raspberry Racers are my second team.
demonstrating the
So this year, the Marble League is sponsored by Mint Mobile, and they're not shy about it at all, right? They're very like, yeah, Mint Mobile's doing the Marble League, right? You'll see the branding all over the place. And I get it, right? Like, we can't have John Oliver years, where John Oliver was actually very, like, hands-off. Like, yeah, his name was plastered all over the place, but he didn't, like, require them to do any, like, ad reads or anything. Whereas this year...
their 5G mobile network, making sure that everyone in the state...
Yeah, ad read. You know what? I get it. You gotta pay the bill somehow. You know, Mint Mobile and Ryan Reynolds are paying for the Marble League.
Starting gun to officially begin the 2024 Marble League is Roll-On Ronalds.
Roll-On Ronalds, that's what they called him.
Solar flares and the Blackjacks get us started.
So yeah, I'm...
Are very quick out of the gate. They will be cruising to a win.
Okay, I expected as much from the Green Ducks. I'm right, so I get it. You gotta pay the bills. Admittedly, I don't know how much I like the idea that this is co-hosted by the Gliding Glaciers and the Minty Maniacs. I kind of wish they had just been like, Gliding Glaciers are the host, Minty Maniacs are the sponsors. Because I don't hate the idea that they're the ones doing the show, where they're showing how the races work. Oh, come on, Starry. Come on, Starry, you got this.
And the Hazers up now. Team Galactic and the Hazers.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the gate, but it's Galactic.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's a great start.
I think Savage Speeders
beating the Savage Speeders. Because this year... Okay, so, side tangent real quick. When it comes to rivalries in the Marble League, as Team Galactic, we don't, like, some teams don't have rival, you know, like, there's old school rivalries like the Savage Speeders and the O'Rangers. But for the most part, you know, rivalries are just kind of like fan stuff. And as a Team Galactic fan, my rivals are the other space teams, the Indigo Stars, the Solar Flares, and the Purple Rockets. But those teams all suck, right? Solar Flares have never done anything, Purple Rockets have done next to nothing, and Indigo Stars are one of the worst teams in the league. So the team I actually consider a rival is the O'Rangers. And the O'Rangers aren't in it this year. And the whole reason I consider the O'Rangers a rival is because of 2020. Like, in 2020, that was a whole thing. Like, they gypped us out of stuff. It was a whole thing. But this year, the O'Rangers aren't in it, so I guess the Savage Speeders are our rivals? I mean, I would say the Solar Flares are our rivals, but they haven't done anything. And I think they lost their heat. So, yeah, so far they're doing nothing. I think they were in the first heat. So yeah, I guess the Savage Speeders are our rivals for the moment. At least they're the team I'm going to choose to root against. Root against more than the other ones. That and the Green Ducks, but that's personal. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, look at it. Solar Flares are in 16th, yeah. Again, none of the other space teams are that good. I think the only the Purple Rockets were good in the Marble 100. Other than that, they're awful. So, we're going to watch the ad breaks every time. I remember seeing them tweet about this, or did a community post about, like, hey, what if as Yellow's Marble runs, we sell our own marbles? We sell sets of marbles, we sell stuff to do our own marble runs. And I genuinely think that's a really good idea. Like, I've talked in the past about YouTuber merch, and how, like, I don't care about, like, a t-shirt. I think t-shirts are boring. Jerseys are a little bit more interesting, but I'm still not going to buy a jersey, right? I care about, like, posters and mugs. I have my Doug mug right here, right? Like, I care about stuff like that. And I think the idea of Yellow's Marble Leagues selling marbles is a very good idea. I did buy my team. I bought Team Galactic just to, like, I want to do something with it. I want to, like, put them on, like, a podium or make it to, I want to make some sort of, like, display with the marbles. I haven't really figured out what, but I was going to buy Team Galactic and the Raspberry Racers, but they weren't selling the Raspberry Racers until, I think, yesterday. So I bought Team Galactic and was just like, okay. Because I had heard that the Raspberry Racers are actually like a rare type of marble. They're like a rare Chinese agate marble. That's why they weren't selling them. And I guess the hazers are made of fiberglass. So I was like disappointed because I was like, oh, I was gonna make a cool display for my Team Galactic, and I was gonna put the Raspberry Racers down in second place.
Are they perhaps showing what they
Put I guess the Bumblebees in third.
when they reach the final
But no. And then of course now they are selling them. Like now they are, like for the first like 2 weeks they weren't, but now they are. Alright, we just gotta beat the Green Ducks. Stupid Billy. Come on. Come on, pick it up! Fuck.
And across the line, they will come in that
You can just kind of tell sometimes. I mean, maybe, you know, top 8.
They try to throw down
Maybe.
the gauntlet in terms of
I say that like I know, I already know we finish in 7th. I already know how this ends. We're in 7th.
second off of each other.
I know how this plays out.
Dynamic.
But, yeah, I'm gonna figure out something. I bought Team Galactic. I'm gonna figure out something to do with them. I'm gonna make a cute little display. I'm gonna do something. Because they're my team. They've been my team for years and years. And I'm excited to show my love for them. And I think it's neat. What else can I say? I think it's neat. And yeah, I said, if they were to do actual marbles, I would buy them. Yeah, like maybe I'd do like a shadow box or something like that. Just something to like display the team. I think would be cool.
Here we go. To hand out the first medals of the 2024 Marble League. It's Raspberry Racers.
As long as it's not the Savage Speeders.
And Crazy Cat's Eyes. A very good
Fuck, it's the Savage Speeders.
They're gonna hold it, but it was a very close race.
Yeah, it was real close between Green Ducks and Raspberry Racers there. That was close.
After great results in the previous heats, the Crazy Cat's Eyes don't even get the bronze.
See, like I said, I know the Green Ducks they're not the newest team. I think they're like 5 years old at this point. But I consider them like the young team, because at the time they were, right? Like them and I think the Jungle Jumpers were the year before. Like they were the new teams. And even though nowadays the new team, the newbies are the Wolf Pack. I don't know. The Green Ducks are good, right? They don't always perform good. I think they missed the Marble League last year or 2 years ago. But of course, the stupid Savage Speeders. Oh,
or the Savage Speeders.
See, if you just showed a list of the marbles, honestly, I could see these top 4. Bumblebees in 4th. Bumblebees were in 5th, excuse me. Crazy Cat's Eyes. Honestly, looking at the top 7, with the exception of the Blackjacks, the rest of that I honestly think any of those teams have a chance to win this year. Wolfpack is new. They might do good. They might do terrible. They might do good. Same thing with Momo. You know, this could be their redemption year after a few failures. But we'll just have to kind of wait and see. See, look at that. Raspberry Racers. Yeah, now they're selling them. But yeah, again, there are good teams, there are mediocre teams, and there are bad teams. And even some of the good teams didn't qualify this year. I don't know, I'm sure someone who is way more experienced than me would totally disagree that, no, actually, this team's bad. No, actually, right there. Can we at least somewhat agree that the Turtle Sliders and the Indigo Stars aren't that good? I feel bad for the poor souls who picked those as their favorites because they like turtles.
That did not count for the auto-qualified teams. They had a friendly
Team Primaries down there. And I mean, you need in the Marble League, you need some teams that are going to do bad. In past years, it's been the Rojo Rollers, where it's like, yeah, you know, you need a team in the league that's going to do terrible. Sucks for the Cobalts, of course, who missed out, who have not qualified in like 3,000 days, which is crazy to think about. The idea that it has been 3,000 days since the Cobalts have qualified is crazy. And they were only one away this year. But yeah, you need some teams to do bad. And, you know, the Chocolatiers, the Rojo Rollers, the Gliding Glaciers, you know, they're always there.
Will be added to a second heat where the positions will be switched. So if one starts in the front, they will start in the back next time. And that 2-run total will set our order.
The Woobles sent me some crochet kits to try out, and I've never.
Are these
used a kit
Woobles
like this
good?
before, so I'm really
Like, I
excited to
can't,
see how it
I don't know
goes.
how to crochet, but I keep seeing ads for them, and I'm like, that actually might be cute.
We start with our hosts or co-hosts.
That might be
rather, the
cute.
Gliding Glaciers.
I don't know, I've got too much money to spend on my Lego addiction,
One mark of success that we
because
saw in the
God,
first
is it
is
an
to
addiction.
Get any of your marbles to work their way up the half pipe after that initial drop. If you do
Oh, and then
that,
the Magic Puzzle Company put out a new set recently. They put out 3 new puzzles, and I'm like, some of those look cute. I'm not a big, again, I'm not a big puzzle guy. The one exception is the Magic Puzzle Company.
Switch positions.
I don't know, I see this, there's like a new Illusion Puzzle Company that I keep seeing ads for, and I'm like, maybe that's good? Because my one disappointment with the Magic Puzzle Company is that it's the same magic trick every time. I would love to see them do something different. Because I'm pretty sure set 4 is going to work the same way as the sets 1 through 3.
11-2-3 and 11-5-4 for those back two compared to a 9 and a 10. So that means Team MOBA will move to the top spot after Heat A. Green Ducks, they're
Oh look, there they are.
qualifiers.
The only reason I give the Green Ducks shit is because I know someone who is a Green Ducks fan.
And look at that one marble that is well off the back of the pack.
And that's it. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I give the Green Ducks so much shit.
And that last stroll across the line should give the advantage. Yes, it does.
Yeah, fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
33.12.
Ugh.
30.91. That is better than the Green Ducks' first run in the qualifiers. Let's see what they do here. This time the Green Ducks, they do get a marble all the way to that back wall. That was a key.
That's
You want to do
gonna.
well,
That's
at least
good.
send one marble all
Holy
the way to that
shit.
wall. Look at the time benefit, over 13 seconds coming across the line. What does it do to the overall?
Yeah, that's
total?
gonna put 'em in first.
33.84, and that's enough. The Green Ducks go into first position.
Yeah, that was a good run.
Into third.
Fucking Green Ducks.
Savage Speeders and the Blackjacks now. Blackjacks 9th in the qualifiers. Savage Speeders took gold 1 event ago.
Come on.
Blackjacks, they've got 2 back.
I mean, the Blackjack. Again, I have no expectations for the Blackjacks. Savage Speeders should not be good at an event like this. They're the speedy team. They shouldn't be good at endurance. They shouldn't be good at block pushing. And yet, somehow, they always do okay.
0.03 of a second off. This is going to be very close here in the second heat. Who gets the jump? It's the Savage Speeders. They've bumped that back wall. And if they can keep that side-to-side going high up on the walls as you can go.
I don't know how much that saved them. That was still pretty close. And the Blackjacks had 2 in the back. Yeah, that only scored them 5th. It was barely a win.
8. It's not too bad between them. But their cumulative total is bottom of the order. Balls of Chaos and the Jungle Jumpers. Down they go, Balls of Chaos. Their total was a 60.09 in the qualifiers. That was good enough for third.
And see, that's not bad for the getting 1 ahead while the rest kind of stay back for the Jungle Jumpers.
It wasn't a bad run, but
That's not terrible. 33.5 is not terrible.
33.50, 32.05. Jungle Jumpers and Balls of Chaos, respectively. Let's move them around. Dropping back in. Jungle Jumpers, they wanted to improve on their run.
Yeah, that.
They finished all the way down in 19th. They did not break the 60-second mark. And they've done much better.
Oh, you can't even see the time there.
Training. After the
That last, I was like, that last one
qualifiers,
stayed on there.
32-2 is enough
Yeah,
to
that puts them
defend
in first.
place.
Wow.
Rumble
Like I said, I've already seen this. I know how this plays
good
out.
Start to the half pipe through 8 runs.
I
The
wouldn't.
Jungle Jumpers
Again, I expect
65.72
nothing from the
with
Jungle
mark to beat.
Jumpers. They're the opposite of right. Whereas the Green Ducks
Yellow's
came in
Marble
and
Buns
did
is
great
excited
their
to
first
announce
year.
the launch of
The
our
Jungle
score
Jumpers
that has
didn't.
everything
I
you
don't
need
expect
to
much
run
from
your
them.
own Yellow's Marble
At least I don't
Buns.
remember them doing great their first year. It's been a. That was what, 2018.
Of our most popular
It's been a
teams.
while.
Or you can buy sets of 10 marbles, so you can have team races with one of our Skyway Chase Marble Run sets. Once you launch the marbles with our custom
I wish my parents still had. As a kid, I had Hot Wheels.
until a winner emerges.
Like I had the Hot Wheels tracks. I had. If you ever seen the Hot Wheels perpetual motion machine, or what's the word I'm looking for?
You will find everything you
The Hot Wheels particle accelerator, where it's just like spinning. It's just looping it. I had one of those as a kid, and that was so cool.
Race announced by me, Greg Woods. You can also play Yella's Skyway Chase, like a traditional marble run too. So come and join the Yella's Marble Run community.
Because yeah, I could totally
Let's
do
race.
marbles in a
Shop now
Hot
on
Wheels track.
YellasMarbleRuns.com. Welcome back as we are taking a look at the totals here. That 65 that is currently P1 for the Jungle Jumpers. 5 seconds better than what the Green Ducks won with in the qualifiers.
Oh, did the Green Ducks win this in the qualifiers? I was like, I know the Green Ducks did good in the qualifiers.
Yes, this is a Winter Marble League. Everybody steps up their game. Raspberry Racers had one at the back, but then it was 2 for the Bumblebees. As a result, it ends up pretty even within a second of one another. 32-2-1 is a pretty good time for the opening go. Second run underway. Oh, and look at that for the Bumblebees. They actually hit the wall so hard.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Other direction and loses position.
That-
He's already crossed the line.
That's your worst case scenario, where you get pushed back from the wall and it pushes you up ahead. Ooh, that was...
Puts them in ninth.
That's terrible luck. Oh my gosh.
The more you can
And it wasn't even a great run for the Raspberry Racers.
that end
But
cap,
that was
if
a
you will,
terrible run.
the better, but in this case they
Alright, Hazers, you better not lose to the Solar Flares. I mean, come on, they're the fucking Solar Flares.
The Solar Flares.
They're not the noobs anymore, but they've still done nothing. This is their first ever Marble League, actually. This is the first time the Solar Flares have ever qualified. And they've done nothing in their entire existence. And they're not supposed to win this. Like, I have no problem with the Wolfpack doing okay, because, you know, they're the newbies. If they want to come out and prove themselves, okay. But the Solar Flares are a space team, and I hate all the other space teams. Grumble, 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 space team bad. Oh shit. Didn't the Hazers do that in the qualifiers?
This happened last time out as well. You can
Yeah.
see the safety marbles getting down there and making sure that that official is all right. Seems more bemused than injured.
Again, it's it's moments like these that make the Marble League. It's like that little bit of realism. I was trying to remember which team rushed the field a few years back. Was that the O'Rangers, or was it? Because I think it was the Rojo Rollers who did so bad in an event that they literally fired their coach on the spot. I remember that happened a few years ago. But was it? Which team, like, I know there was a streaker one year as well. Was it the Chocolatiers that got onto the field? Somebody did. Somebody, you know, jumped onto the field and got in trouble for that a few years ago. I don't remember who. Who rushed the field? Somebody definitely did.
Look at Blue Eye all the way up at the top of the half pipe.
Yeah, wow, that's far back.
12, it doesn't break 13, however. What will that do to the Cats? It'll put them in 7th place, Chocolatiers.
That's actually not that good.
14th. Ouch. Well, the Cats are happy.
Like, there was a big separation there, but it didn't even...
Let's see where they
Yeah, it didn't even last past 13.
And so we get ready
All
for
right.
our final run of this event.
This is the one that matters. Come on.
Drop through here.
Come on.
Snowballs blend.
This is awful. I can barely see the snowballs. But
Can't do much with that
that was such a pitiful run
well for 'em. They got
from both teams.
qualifiers.
Honestly,
30.9
pitiful
was
runs
their time here.
from
It was a
both
30.3
teams.
back in the
Oh my
qualifiers.
god, you're so much better than this Galactic.
And of
Come
course,
on.
This is the final run. Jungle Jumpers guaranteed a medal, but what color will it be?
Come on.
Everybody bunched up at the top.
Nah, we're fucked.
Separation down to the bottom field. Remember that first
That was just an awful, two awful
back
runs in a
three.
row.
How slow
What a
can they go?
disappointment.
Very disappointing for both of these teams. Snowballs will go from
Yeah,
fourth in the
30
qualifiers to
point. Oh my
14th.
god. 15.
Team
Fuck.
Galactic.
14th and 15th. Oh my god. I think the. Did we at least beat the Solar Flares? I don't actually think we did.
And so,
Yeah, Jungle Jumpers, Green Ducks with their second medal. That puts them in first.
Jumpers. This is quite a green looking
Yeah.
podium. The
That is an all-green podium. Yeah.
The Jungle Jumpers. Get the
Bullshit.
win. Green Ducks.
This is not. Listen, I know it's the second event. We still have 14 more to go.
Get the bronze.
But 14 or 15. I think it was 15.
Jungle Jumpers
Awful.
has their first gold medal since the 2019 Marble
Holy
League.
shit, that's
You can
5
see that.
years.
So here in the half pipe, balls of
Yeah,
chaos
we
just
only
off
beat the
65,
Chocolatiers.
7-2.
Solar Flares actually got
Was
6th.
excellent, and you look at what all
We
of these
only
marbles
beat the
did
Chocolate.
compared to
Again,
the
some team
entire
has to go to the
season.
bottom. But it's not supposed to be B.
All
It's
of
not
them
supposed
were
to be
better
B.
than that. Just goes to show the
Awful.
dedication and the training that these marbles put in to be the best athletes on the planet.
And that drops us down
Ducks moved
to
the top of the overall
13.
standings, 4 clear
I
of
figured,
the
yeah,
race.
Green Ducks
Jumpers
winning
2,
2
the
medals.
Jumpers are up
Yeah,
8,
I see
Mobile's
that.
up 7. Savage Speeders taking first. Down to
That's not
third.
good.
After event 2
That's
of
not
16
good.
here in the Winter Marble League, sponsored by Mint Mobile.
This was supposed to
Coming
be
up
our
next, It's
year.
the bobsled.
Okay,
Is everyone
bobsled.
spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill, guys. Just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension. That's actually
Alright, so I have not seen this one. I have not seen this video. I may have started it actually. But I have not watched it. I know bobsled's a big event.
Some would describe the namesake of the gliding glaciers as moving something that weighs a lot more than a
Yeah.
ball.
I mean, this is the Gliding Glaciers event to
That's
lose.
surprising.
Them in the snowball. Aren't the I can't remember. Are the snowballs good at winter events or not? Because, like, I know the Oceanics, even though they're the water team, they're actually awful at water events. Are the Gliding Glaciers and the snowballs good at snow events? Winter events, I guess? I know one of them was. At least I swear one of them was. I thought it was the Gliding Glaciers. But it might be the snowball. I don't know.
We take a quick peek at the track before us and what promises to be a spectacle of speed. Well, to bring you in the loop of what happened last time at the half pipe, following the event, the Solar Flares decided to appeal the results of this particular
Oh.
heat right here. And timing and scoring found that there was actually a switch. The Solar Flares and Hazers' times had accidentally been reversed.
Oh.
As a result, the Solar Flares move up to second place.
Holy
and get a
shit,
silver
really?
medal. Unfortunately for the Hazers, they moved down to 16th. So congratulations to the Solar Flares.
Oh,
on their
hey, that
first
moved us
ever
up a
medal
place,
in
I
the World
guess.
League.
I didn't even
Hazers
notice
were
that.
gracious in accepting that, they said it is better to stand by our result rather than take credit.
And that
for
moves the
something
Green
we
Ducks
did
down to
not
third.
achieve. Congratulations to the Solar Flares. So the updated podium ceremony was held
Wow.
just before.
Yeah, I didn't even notice
Here
that.
at the bobsled track. Unfortunately,
That's
Team
wild.
Lobo moves
I wonder, is that
on.
something they caught after they had edited the video?
It is also
Or is that
very
something the comments had to, and they had to, like,
important
rush to
there's still
fix
a
that?
lot of time
I wonder when they caught that.
Well, the track checks are all coming back okay. Everything is safe and ready to go. You
God,
need
the
a
solar
lot more
flares
support
weren't
staff
supposed to win a
for the
medal.
event that
They're
you
the
are about to
fucking
see. I'm
solar
excited for this one. I don't know
flares.
if you can tell.
This might actually be this year.
Those bobsleighs
After
take
just
down the track.
years of
It
nothing.
is going to be
This might be the
something.
point in which the solar flares prove themselves to be a good team. I'd hate
And
that.
so here is
I would
a
hate
onboard
that.
view of what this track looks like. How quickly
Ooh, that's
it comes
neat.
at you. This is in real time, by the way.
I like the. I didn't
You
mention
see
it earlier, but the colored
these
version
very
looks great.
high bank turns,
Having all
a lot
the
of
light up marbles
rotation.
in there.
Very
That was
little
cool.
time to collect yourself. Teams will have 3 attempts at setting a quick time.
This was a
coming
16-minute
down this
video,
course.
right? Yeah.
The Minty Maniacs are up in the bobsled to give us a look at how.
And I guess, so the Minty Maniacs are doing the tests, right? The test runs. But I guess the Santa team is also doing test runs. They're the Jolly something. What is that team's name? The Jolly...
Before you end up in that soft wall that slows you down. But look at how out of sorts the sled can get. The pilot up at the front, the brakeman at the back.
What are they called? I'm looking it up right now.
Is balls of chaos. Why not?
Oh, Santa. It's called Santa Squad. Yeah, I guess Santa Squad is also going to be doing some stuff as a sample team. That's cute. Because I'm assuming the Marble League's going to run over Christmas. Like, it's, what, 19 days away?
First time to beat. Look to be in that 15 range.
Yeah, you can't even see the timer.
You can see sideways movement is not what you want in this course. When the bobsled is weaving back and forth and the tail and the nose are not pointing in the same
I mean, I
direction or
could.
moving in the same direction, you are losing momentum to take you straight down the course. Snowballs will come down now.
Is that better?
15 to 5.
I guess that's a little better.
They're also weaving a little.
Yeah,
side
that's
by side.
better.
Got it collected better down here in the bottom part of the course.
And we're just going to stay on the
side.
sad face unless we win.
That long turn of the right-hander.
See, I have no idea what's a good time for bobsledding. Like, I would...
Can't let the bobsled get too sideways because that can lead to a
Yeah.
tip over as well.
At least it's not rafting.
That is much quicker.
If I remember last time, rafting did not go well for us. Didn't go well for them either.
Green Ducks. They took part in that
Except for, again, 2019.
podium ceremony. And looking not too bad here. Very tight through that chicane. A little slow around the right-hander.
Yeah, they were doing okay, but they slowed down near the end.
They did not make it to the cotton pillows at the back. You wonder if that means that they did not carry the correct amount of speed across the line.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
they
that
got
was...
a third out of 3.
They were doing good at the start, but... Yeah, right there, they slowed down.
That is nearly 9/10 of a second from our leaders.
I know 9/10 isn't much, but it adds up.
They are looking for redemption, but they are crawling off the line. That sled is wiggling throughout. They cannot seem to get it going.
See,
straight.
so now that I know that the hazers are fiberglass,
Oh, and this is
that would mean they're
really
worse
slow
at this
time, well
event.
over 6
Because
seconds.
as fiberglass, they're lighter
Let's
marbles.
wait for the official
So they
time.
wouldn't have as much weight on the bobsled. So I would assume, yeah, they're not going to do great at this event. Whereas if the Raspberry Racers are agate, they're heavier. So I'd assume that would mean they're going to do better.
Odd pieces.
Oh, see, here's the puzzle company I was talking
That
about.
looks so cool.
Oh, wow, it's almost like they're listening.
It's a new kind of puzzle.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about those, but I'm not going to spend money. At least not yet, anyways.
That is shocking.
I mean, literally the only reason I buy stuff from the Magic Puzzle Company is because of
Much quicker.
Cards Against Humanity.
Slow around the Kreisel. Oh, they're coming
Oh.
off the wall.
Ooh, that was
What
bad.
happened there? I think they were so worried about saving that slide. And the same thing's happening here.
Yeah, no, that's
They are all
literally
they've lost all momentum
Cards
and
Against
once
like
they're
promoted
absolutely
them at some
killed them for the
point.
rest of the run.
And Cards Against Humanity does like I forgot to talk about it last week, 2 weeks ago. Cards Against Humanity is doing a diamond potato for their Black Friday thing. No idea what that's going to end up being, but that's what they did. And yeah, you know, I like when they do weird stuff like that. So yeah, them endorsing a puzzle company, I was like, yeah, sure, that seems interesting. And so far, I think their puzzles are neat.
Slower than our leaders.
But yeah, that was an awful one.
Absolutely shocking. The Blackjacks really blending in with their sled, and look at the speed they're carrying here. My goodness,
Holy
it's getting
crap.
out of control. The sled is going so fast. The tail steps out on through that chicane, but they gather it back up.
Yeah, that
It
was...
was a hectic run, but it
Wow,
was
they got... Where did they get
quick.
all that speed come from?
At least to
Holy
my
crap.
eye. Wow, going side to side. It's not the
Again,
sled
for
wiggling,
the
it's
Blackjacks, the
moving.
Wolfpack, and the Solar
And
Flares,
11-2-2.
this is the year for them to prove themselves.
How did they do that?
That was actually really impressive.
That is so much quicker than what we had. Oh, and this is a similarly...
Yeah, this is looking good as well.
Look at Momo. They're also motivated because they were knocked off of the podium last event with the reclassification, and this is going to be in the 11-second range.
Wow.
Excellent job collecting.
That's
that and
even
trying to get
better.
it down
Holy
to the center
shit.
of the course, and it pays off by moving to first place.
So here's the one I'm curious
Almost
about.
done with the first half of competition, and they've laid down a gauntlet of 11.16. That is our lead time.
Okay, they're a little slower,
Raspberry
actually.
Racers do not look as quick as the two runs we've just seen. Let's see if they can build that speed in the bottom part of the course. Through the final labyrinth over the line.
I mean, they still made it to the end, or hit
Definitely
the
not
cotton,
close
but...
to 11 or even
yeah.
12 seconds. Raspberry Racers, we wait for the official clocking in here. A 14.
I mean,
6,
that's still
7. Wow, that
fourth,
moves them
but...
to fourth. That is 3.5 seconds slower than P1. And so Momo holds the top spot right now.
Yeah.
11.16, 11.22 for the Blackjacks, and then quite a bit of space.
And yeah, the Hazers. It's gonna be curious to see if the Hazers stay low down.
Yella's Marble Runs is excited to announce the launch of our toy brand that has everything
So
you
as
need
so
to run your
since we're gonna talk about nostalgia whenever these ads happen, I did not have marbles as a kid. I don't, or if I did, I don't remember them. I do actually have some marbles nowadays, but someone was cleaning out a house, and they found an old bag of marbles, and they were like, "Hey, you Marble League, you watch the Marble League? Here, take them." So I've got some like old school. I've got some like old school Cat's Eyes. I've got some like monocolors. Like I have red, blue, and green. Am I gonna ever do anything with them? No, they're in like a plastic bag. But I just have those sitting around somewheres.
You can also play Yella's Skyway Chase like a traditional Marble Run too. So come and join the Yella's Marble Run community and let's race. Shop now on yellasmarbleruns.com.
Look at that.
We're seeing what some of these teams can do when the spirit of competition moves them. How cool would it be to witness that in your home firsthand? That would be pretty nifty. We still have
I get what you did there. And see, their own ad, like the Mint Mobile ones, I get it. You gotta pay the bills. But their own ads, like, I don't mind that at all, actually.
They come out of the gate really.
Because again, it's the same thing. You gotta pay the bills. But like, I just think it's a neat idea.
Very nice through the chicane.
I don't know. I feel like I sound like that in that Rick and Morty episode with the story train, where he's just like, "Yes, Morty, buy, enjoy the profits of late stage capitalism, spend more," or whatever the hell that joke was. Right? That's kind of what I feel like when I'm talking about these marbles. I'm like, yes, I must spend more money. Late stage capitalism demands it. If I don't spend money, how are people going to afford to hire hitmen to kill off health insurance CEOs?
Bobsled really wiggling. It's a safe run.
I had to at least mention that once.
Very slow over the line for the jungle jumpers. Ouch. Same problem area there. If you don't come into that More than 180-degree turn with a lot of speed and a lot of courage. You pay for it for the rest of the course. 17.87. That is 6.7 seconds behind.
Come on. This is it. This is what it's all about. Go in, go fast.
That silver sled.
Okay, that's an okay start.
They want to get that color.
Yeah, come on. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Speed through here. Couple of bumps on the wall, but they've kept it
That's...
together nicely.
I think that was 12 something. That might do okay. That might put us top... Oh, top 3. I will fucking take it. We can be happy again.
Galactic. Little over a second and a tenth.
We can be happy again. Yay, 3rd place. Yay.
And it's a fast start. Very nice
no.
that turn, but then they get out of sorts. Can they collect it?
No, they're keeping that speed. Shit. I think they took 3rd from us. Shit.
Nice and tight through there.
Oh, just barely below us. Oh. How many more runs are there? There's what, 4? Come on. Come on. Just do terrible. Do terrible, please.
Crazy Cat's Eyes. Being replaced by Cyan Eye was Blue Eye for this event. Blue Eye had a minor injury after the half-pipe event, but expected to recover soon. See if it pays off.
I guess since the qualifiers, there's been some changes. The Thunderbolts fired Thunderstorm, their worst athlete, so the Thunderbolts might be good. Tangerine left the Rangers, and then
removed Momo because of the injury risks.
Oh, did they?
2018 bobsled.
Yeah. Was that?
Falling from that height, the injury back then. Oh, this is a
Oh, see, I don't remember
Wow,
that.
can they
Holy
keep it
shit.
under control, though? A lot of side-to-side movement. Over the line.
That takes us out.
That's an 11-second run, I believe.
Yeah, that takes us out.
Let's wait and see. And
Yep,
our hosts
that puts us at 4th.
Bronze
Fuck.
medal for the hosts so far with just a
Fuck.
couple of runs
We were
left.
right there.
Come on, Mufasa. Let's get in some trouble.
Fuck this movie. Go see Sonic. Please go see Sonic instead of that movie.
Wow.
Fuck.
That means
Fuck, we were
B1
right
guaranteed a
there.
medal.
We
Question
were
is, what color
right
will it
there.
be? Savage Speeders trying to get this bobsled.
I mean,
moving.
4th place is still going to help us a
Looks
lot.
better through this middle section, but it almost feels a bit too safe.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, team switch-ups. I know,
Speeders
I want to say Team Primary fired one of their players and moved their reserve up to captain, which is just a really weird move.
Two are now guaranteed medals. Question is, will the Gliding Glaciers hold on as hosts to 3rd?
It is the
Gonna unseat
Bumble.
them is the Bumblebees.
So yeah, maybe it is the Gliding Glaciers who are good at snow events.
And I don't think they
And the
got it.
Snowballs who are bad at
Around
snow
the Kreisel
events.
for the final time.
No. We've got top 4. Probably.
Also very safe, but
Yeah.
they're slowing down.
Yeah, that's...
The Gliding Glaciers are going to hold
That's
on
not the
to
worst
their
one we've
golden
seen.
medal here in their own stadium, the
Gosh, we
Moraine
were
Domain.
so close. I'll take 4th. I will take 4th. It's okay. It's not a medal. A medal would have been fantastic. But I'll take 4th. Compared to last week where we were 2nd to last, I will take 4th. But we could have had it. We were 1 away.
And so, it has been determined the new team lineup.
Not like the host curse is real. The host curse hasn't been real in years. Was it ever even real to begin with? I don't know.
2018 to gold in 2024.
See, I remember Momo chipping. I don't remember the bobsled thing. It's been a long time. I mean, what, 6 years?
Congratulations to our other podium.
I don't know. I've been seeing people say this was Momo's year.
Overall standings. Look at how close.
Yeah, that wasn't actually that close, over 30 seconds, but still. We were right there.
That was very close, 0.06 of a second. from the Blackjacks getting gold. And what does this do? Momo leaps up 8 spots to second behind the Savage
That
Speeders.
puts
Their lead is
us
just
in
4 points.
11th. That's not great. That's only one position up.
Blackjacks up 7. Look at Balls of Chaos and Bumblebee. Blackjacks and Gliding Glaciers. That was very close. 0.06 of a second.
All right, let me
From the
adjust
Blackjacks
this.
getting gold.
So yeah, that's kind of where we stand currently. It's not great. I mean, 11th isn't great. You know, we could have even, 12 to 15, that actually would have only helped us so much. God, you know, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart, and one of the things I've realized in Mario Kart is just how valuable first place is. Like, you could be doing, you could be getting second and third and, doing all this stuff, but if you don't get first, you're just gonna lose. Like, it really doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning, and that's kind of first place. God, that 25 points bumped him up 8 slots. 20th bumped him up 7. It really is all about that first place. Ugh. So I guess that takes us to the end of it, because we're not going to go back to Marvel Rivals. That just takes us to the end of the show. Oops. This was crazy. The solar flares getting reclassified here, wild. I mean, obviously they should do it, right? You're going to fight for it. But that's wild. But yeah, so currently at the end of week 1, after 3 events, we're standing in 11th. It's not great. I would prefer to be in the top 8, obviously. But we did good in this event, We did 7th, falling down to 15th, and then coming back up to 4th. That's okay. Knocked the Green Ducks down a few pegs, because they did not do well here. It's bobsledding. We're okay at this event. I don't know. There's a lot more to come. Actually, what is coming up? Coming up here in the near future, Snow Drag. Snow Drag is on the 8th. Okay. So that's right around the corner. So yeah, go check out the Marble League. Pick a team. Have fun. I come up here, I joke about stupid green ducks, stupid solar flares, yada yada yada. I'm having fun. That's all that I care about, is I'm having fun. But of course, do I want to win? Of course I want to win. And we're gonna have a legendary comeback. I remember one year we got like a gold, a silver, and a bronze back to back to back. We can totally do that again. I believe in you, Team Galactic. You're better than I think you are. And that's why I know you're going to do great. So I guess that takes us to the end of the show. Anything I got here at the end? The one thing I didn't talk about. I've been using it the entire... I bought a desk mat. I know desk mats are kind of like... I don't know. I remember when I was like way younger, like 2 decades ago, I remember like my grandparents having a desk mat at his computer, but I've never had one. I've never really cared for one. But was it Fangamer? Give me a second. I'm gonna actually find out which place did it. Which place sent me this desk mat? Not you. Yeah, Fangamer. Fangamer did a Celeste desk mat. Celeste Sky's desk mat. And I saw it a few weeks ago, and I was like, that's beautiful. It's got the mountain, it's got Madeline, it looks fantastic, an Aurora Borealis. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's get a desk mat. That's the type of, again, I'm big on posters. This is the artwork I would rather have as a poster, and I think it looks great as a desk mat. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like, I'm barely able to fit it on my desk, but I did, so yeah. And yeah, I think that's all we got. Next week, we'll be back with something. Splatoon, Marvel Rivals, third option. We'll see. And yeah, next week we'll definitely talk Gentry Chow. We'll definitely talk other things. But that'll happen when it happens. With that, I'm going to end off for tonight. I'm going back to bed. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time. Peace.